Everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
So they'll come up. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First down, Bengals.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Dalton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From midfield here, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a loose football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And running with power here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.